in the last period, we are going to read together the summary once again. Joyce Carol Oates' short story verse here is set on a quiet residential street just before dinner time, when a chilly November evening, the father in the story answers the door to a stranger who says he lived in the house when he was a child many years before. The stranger asks if he might look around outside for a while. The father watches him from the window. But the mother invites the stranger into the house. It's just a word said by the mother, and the stranger stuck to this word. So, in no time, he entered the house. As he goes from room to room, the stranger is amazed by the change, but seems equally astonished by parts of the house that have not changed at all. The visit becomes awkward when the stranger stays too long and slowly inspects everything in each room. He walks upstairs. Just a minute. He walks upstairs and goes directly to the son's room, the stranger's old room, where he introduced himself to the son and looks around. While still in the son's room, the stranger draws a complex and mysterious mathematical riddles. Yes, I cannot. I cannot not listen well, please. So repeat what you have said. Sorry, I cannot give you a voice. What's it again?
What happened? I was waiting in the other class.
Uh-huh. There's another class at the same time?
Now you delete. But before there was.
I don't know actually. I'm trying to fix the problem. I know there's a problem, but actually,
No problem, Mister. No problem. Everything is all right.
good. Alhamdulillah. So where are the rest of the guys? Have you called them?
Yes, I call, but I'm waiting them answer.
So okay. Let's finish the summary until they rejoin us, and we will go to read page number 69. Well, actually, the stranger walks upstairs and goes directly to the son's room. The stranger's old room. This room was for the stranger someday. He's telling of this, where he introduced himself to the son and looks around. While still in the son's room, the stranger draws complex and mysterious mathematical riddle. Boy that he can surprise his teacher with it. After several more minutes, the father finally tells the stranger that it's time to go. The father in here began to feel panicked. So that's why he's trying to banish the stranger from his house. If the stranger is gone, the family and the home seem to have changed. So there is something unknown in here. There's something mysterious, which is who's that stranger? Was he really a man who lived here someday? Is he a human being? Something itself suspected. So let's go ahead and read page number 69, paragraph number 1. Okay, read, guys. Okay, read.
Me. I want to read.
Okay, go ahead.
For years, they had lived without incident in their house in a quiet residential neighborhood when, one November Eve evening at dusk, the doorbell rang. and the father went to answer it.
Wait a minute, excuse me. You have to highlight this part. A house in a quiet residential neighborhood one November evening at dusk. This part resembles here what? It resembles the setting of the story. So it's important part. That's why I'm telling you highlight it. Go ahead.
Uh,
The doorbell rang.
the doorbell rang, and the father went to answer it. And there on his doorstep stood a man he had never seen before. The stranger apologized for disturbing him at what was uh, uh, probably the dinner hour, and explained that he'd once lived in the house. I mean, I was a child in this house, and since he was in the city on business, he thought he would stop by. He had not seen his house since January 1949, when he'd been 11 years old, and his widowed mother had sold it and moved away. But he said he thought of it often, dreamed of it often, and never
Wait a
more
minute. Wait a minute.
powerfully
Excuse me, wait a
than.
minute. Hey, Abdullah.
Yes.
Okay. He said he thought of it often. Okay. In America, they pronounce the word often, and in England, it's just Wales province that pr- that pronounce the word often. So most of England pronounce this word often, and in America they pronounce it often. I'm telling you just the northern of England, Wales. Province. The only exception for pronouncing this word often. So I don't know how can you get it, or you're just pronouncing or uttering the T. That's all. You know the accent of Wales or what?
No problem, both, Mr.
All right. If some people in England pronounce the T sound, so it's optional. You can pronounce it or no. It's up to you. Well, I'm telling you the American accent. In the American accent, they do not pronounce the T in here, saying
Yes,
often instead of often.
yes,
And the word that follows, dreamt. Someone may say, I know that the verb dream. It's a regular verb. So what did I say? Dreamed instead of dreamed. Well, it's also both. Dream could be regular, saying dreamed, and dream could be an irregular verb saying dreamed. Both are right. Okay,
okay.
go ahead.
He thought of it often, dreamt of it often, and never more powerfully than in recent months.
Yes.
Months. The father said, "Would you like to come inside for a few minutes and look around?" The stranger hesitated, then said firmly, "I think I'll just poke around outside for a while if you don't mind. That might be sufficient." He was in his late 40s, the father's approximate age. He wore a
Approximate.
dark approximate.
Approximate means nearly in his middle ages, in the 40s, as he said before.
He wore a dark suit, conservatively cut. He was hatless, with thin, silver-tipped, neatly combed hair, a plain, sober, intelligent face, and frowning eyes. The father, reserved by nature, but genial and even gregarious when taken unaware, said
Yes.
amiably, "Of course we don't mind, but I'm afraid of things have changed since 1949."
Yeah, that's
So,
all. Yeah, that's all for now. Because actually, I want someone else to read, please. But before this, I'm going to remind you by the meanings of the words in below. He said that gregarious means sociable, and amiably means friendly. So the father reserves by nature, but genial and even gregarious means sociable. That's why he He told the stranger, yes, you can have a look. There is no problem for this. And when the stranger abused the invitation, that's why they panicked. That's why he banished or kicked the stranger out, because the stranger abused the invitation. And I said that amably means friendly. He said in a friendly way, of course, we don't mind. You can have a look. But actually, having a log means to take 1 minute or couple of minutes, not hours. What happens is the stranger, as I told you before, abused this invitation and took hours looking out and trying to inspect every part of the house. And here's the problem: they try to suspect this guy is a burglar, a thief, insane guy, or he is a ghost. They don't know. Someone else, please. Who can read? Hello,
I can.
Abdullah.
Muhammad Salim. Yep.
Okay, Muhammad. Go ahead.
Okay. من father said.
No, paragraph number 2. So in the chill, damp, deeping dusk.
Okay. So in the chill, damp, deeping dusk, the stranger wandered around the property while the mother sat the dining room table, and the father peered covertly out the window. The children were upstairs in the rooms. Where is he now? The mother asked. He just went into the garage. The father said. The garage. The garage. What does he want in?
Yep. Just a minute. Get the next page.
There, the mother uneasily. Maybe you did better go out there with them.
You had
How
better.
would
You better.
did
You'd
better?
better go. You would better. Yes. Better.
You would better go out there with them. He wouldn't want anyone with him, the father said. He moved stealthily to another window, peering through the curtains. A moment passed in
Curtains.
silence.
The curtains. It's the
In
cloth that covers
curtains.
the windows. Curtains.
A moment passed in silence. The mother paced in the act
Moment
of the
passed in silence.
in,
So there were no speech. Yes, go ahead.
preparing through the currents. A moment passed in the silence.
Excuse me.
No
Yes, go
problem.
ahead.
A moment passed in the silence. The mother paced in the act of setting down plates, neatly folded paper, napkins, and silent still scarcely said impatiently
Impatiently. Impatient.
impatiently,
Yes.
and where is he now? I don't like this. The father said.
Okay, just a minute. Once before we said that it's not hard for you to pronounce any word when you just get the root of this word, and after this add the prefix and the suffix. So the root of of this word impatiently is patient, and add the im as a prefix and add the ly at the end. So it's going to be impatiently. That's why it's easier for you now in order to utter this word. Go ahead.
The, the father said, now he's coming out the car and steps back hastily from the window. Is he going now? The mother asked. I wish don't I wish I would answer the door. The father watches for a moment in the silence, then said, he headed into the backyard. Doing what? The mother asked. Not doing anything, just walking. The father said, "He seems to have a slight lip. Is he an older man?" The mother asked, and didn't notice the father confused. It is that
Isn't isn't
isn't
that?
isn't that just like you, mother? The mother said. She went no worriedly, but he could be anyone after all, and any
Any
kind of thief or mentally distribute person or even running our door
murder.
murder
Yes.
running our doorbell like that with no warning, and you didn't even know what that looks like.
Yeah, great. Wait a minute. Here, well, the mother here starts to suspect this guy, saying he could be what? Could be any person. Any person like what? Person like murderer. Person who rings your door, Bill, like like that with no warning, and you do not even know what he looks like. This is somebody suspected. She herself who gave the permission to the stranger to enter her house. But when the stranger abused the invitation, she started to worry. Okay, paragraph number 4. Do you think that the stranger is going to get out easily of the house? Or what's going to happen? What do you think? I want one of you answer my question. What do you think is going to happen? Is the
He will,
stranger going to hurt the family? Is
yes,
he going to hurt them? How? Is he going to rob them, or is he going to kill them, or what?
no, no, but he abused their invitation. He go
That's right.
inside. Look, if you
Yes, he
don't,
went inside. He stayed for a long period of time. But what do you think is going to happen? Is he a murderer and going to kill them? Is he a thief and going to rob them? Or insane? Is someone who has a mental illness in so what? What do you think?
I don't.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, they suspected this guy. So what do you think the family is going to do? Is it a matter of
He
suspense?
kick him out.
Yes. Simply, they're going to call the police if he did not respond politely and get out of the house. They're going simply to call the police or call for help. Yes, that's right. Next paragraph, paragraph number 4. We can read it.
Mr. The
I
period.
come, Mr.
I know we're just going to finish this page.
I come, Mr. Clint.
Yes, go ahead.
The father had moved to another window and stood quietly watching, his cheek pressed against the glass.
Yeah.
He's gone down to the old swings. I hope he won't sit on the one of them, for memory's sake, and try to swing. The posts are rotted almost through. The mother drew breath to speak, but sighed instead, as if a powerful current of feeling had surged through her. The father was saying, is it possible he remembers those swings for his childhood? I can't believe they are actually that old. The mother said vaguely, they were old when we bought this house. The father said, but we are talking about 40 years or more, and that and that's a long time. The mother sighed again, involuntarily. Poor man, she murmured. She was standing before her table but no longer seeing it. In her hand were objects, forks, knives, spoons she could not have named. She said, "We can't bar the door against him. That would be cruel." The father said, "What? No one has barred any door against anyone. Put yourself in his place." The mother said he told he did not want to come inside. The father said, "Oh, is not that just like you?" The mother said in exasperation. Without a further word, she went to the back door and called out for the stranger to come inside if he wanted. When he had finished looking around outside, they introduced themselves rather shyly, giving names and forgetting names in the confession of the moment. The stranger's handshake was cool and damp tentative. He was smiling hard, blinking moisture from his eyes. It was clear that entering his childhood home was enormously exciting yet intimidating to him. Repeatedly he said, "It's so nice of you to invite me in. I truly hate to disturb you. I'm really so grateful." And so, but the perfect word eluded him. As he spoke, his eyes darted about the kitchen almost like eyes out of control. He stood in an odd stiff posture, hands gripping the lapes of his suit as he meant to crush them. The mother.
Yes. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm so sorry actually for the discrepancy that happened in this period, and try to tell your colleagues that could not join us to download the video from Classera. I'm going to upload it right now, so they can watch it anytime they would like, and don't forget to answer your homeworks. Thank you so much. In case you have a question or more, just tell me now.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
The marks for the quiz you did not upload.
I didn't upload it. What
Yes.
happened when you submitted your quiz? Didn't you have the mark at once, or you couldn't show the marks? You couldn't show it.
Yes, it couldn't show the marks, or it says the answers not uploaded by the teacher.
So that's okay. At the beginning of tomorrow's period, inshallah, just tell me that I want the marks. I'm going to blue the gap or tell you the total marks, okay? Because they are not ready on my computer right now. So they are going to be ready tomorrow morning at the beginning of your first period. But don't forget to remind me. Okay?
Can you instead put it in Coursera? It will take too long to every question, every person.
You want the soft copy of the book?
No, I want
So
the
the marks?
marks uploaded in the. Yes.
I don't know if it's available or no. I may ask the administration first before I do it. I can't tell you between me and you. I can tell you the marks, but I don't know how uploading it into Classera is allowed or no. So please give me a chance in order to take the permission. And inshallah, tomorrow morning they're going to be ready. Anyhow, you'd like to, Bismillah.
Okay, no problem.
That's okay, guys. Any question? Other guys?
No question.
Okay. It's just the result of the quiz. Inshallah, they're going to be ready tomorrow morning. Don't worry. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for everything. See you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.
See you tomorrow.
See you.